early in the game when you're really amped up and you sell the double move and you're gone to the races. But it also works later after you've hit a few hitches in front of the defender. Then you've set him up. Now you hitch and go, and there's your end result.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there just before halftime. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there.
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Well, business.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19.
And the Saints are right back in this football.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And
going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.